Well, hello scrappers. Thought I'd bring you along on the trip of cleaning up all this copper that I brought in Saturday. Saw the thumbnail, got that pile on the wall there, and then I got quite a bit over here. I did like chopping it down fairly small so it'll fit in a 5-gallon bucket or something pretty easy. That's number one so far, and here's some number two. Got all the brass in here at the moment. Still haven't cleaned it all up, but just to give it an idea of how much there is before cleaning, and it probably won't weigh much less after cleaning. Yeah, it looks like 3 pounds 1 ounce, so it'll be pretty close to 3 pounds when we get it done. I got a nice big chunk here. Thinking about cutting it in half with the angle grinder. Some of this is pretty thick. I'll probably have to angle grind it. I usually try to, yeah, it's not working too bad. These cable shears. I know a lot of people, they like just throwing it in a tub or a barrel or something, but I don't like trying to roll a barrel with pieces sticking out. It's a good way to get a good scrape or cut. So, okay, I got a solder joint here, so that one missed the tote. Overshot it. That one kind of went behind it. I may have to move my bucket of small tin down here. Trying to overshoot it, isn't it? That pipe failed right there. Yeah, today is Tuesday. I was out moving a little dirt. I got an idea how I want to rearrange some stuff, thinking it might make it a little easier, maybe less handling down the road. Okay, I got a brass fitting here, so we'll find a couple wrenches and take that apart. I don't need this to say they're both over 3/4 inch. I'll swing the camera over here. Well, try to anyway. Yeah, got stuff all over the workbench. Got a couple crescent wrenches. I don't really want to hunt down the wrenches I need. Piece of brass there. So that's going to add on to that 3 pounds we had. I think I've got a few more fittings in there. I may not get it 100% cleaned up on this video, but we'll get it close and get kind of a weight. I'm not sure. I haven't checked the prices. See what number one, number two is bringing it this time. I heard it went down. Okay, now this has got a little brass ring. So what I can do I put it in the vise and I can cut the brass on both sides and probably pop it off. So I'm just going to set that aside. Not sure what that is. Magnet doesn't stick, so I'll have to hit that on the bench grinder. Hey, let me zoom you back in over here. And what I'll do, I'll get a bunch of this cut up and in the tote, and then I'll get an empty weight on a 5-gallon bucket, and we'll dump that in the bucket and see where we go from there. I got some of this stuff. It's kind of dirty, corroded or something. I need to find my coarse steel wool. I got some really coarse stuff. I don't know if that's going to make a lot of difference anyway. I can possibly take it in there to the wire wheel. I've also got some of these grain scouring pads. I'm not sure if that's going to do any better. Not really. Yeah, kind of shined it up. Glad copper is a soft metal. I've got a, back when it was $4 a pound for number 1, and it might be back up there now, I'm not sure. I took in one of those cat litter buckets, got $96 out of it. And I got a little mess here to clean up. Brass. Got brass all over the place. Let's bring this back around. Kind of get it out of that light from the doorway. That's kind of blocking that off a little bit. I guess I should have cut this down a little bit, make it a little easier. And that one doesn't quite open up big enough. Okay, went and got the big wrench. Yeah, yesterday I mainly just mowed out here and did a little bit of rearranging. Had that big horse trailer, had a little bit of clean aluminum in it. I moved it all out here to the little horse trailer where I'm putting all my clean aluminum. This is brass here, and copper there, so I'll probably end up taking the angle grinder and just cutting that off. So I'll set that aside for now. Yeah, I don't know, I might go ahead and just, yeah, I'll put that in the vise. It's small. Yeah, maybe not. I got plenty of room to hang on to it. A little warm. And I think what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to cut it right here also. But I got all the aluminum in this one smaller horse trailer, which is going to be my aluminum trailer. And then I moved the bigger horse trailer out of the area where I had it. Get a little more room out that way. And the plan is I'm going to make a loading dock there. And what I need to do is put it on this center one. I want to make a loading dock where I can back the small truck up, trailer up, whatever, and put the ramp on there. And it won't be quite so steep to push it up. So make it a whole lot easier to load. And this one area out here that I got a bunch of stuff piled up in, I want to try to get it through that. I got a lot of extruded aluminum out there and other aluminum. So might be what the next video is about, cleaning up a bunch of that aluminum. Okay, I'll clean this up later. Well, I could probably do it now. Don't want this video getting too long, but yeah, it's just a little bitty pipe cutter, but it does majority of what I need. I do have a bigger one, much bigger one, but for a lot of what we're doing here, this little one does just fine. I don't know if I have one of these on my Amazon page or store page or not. My affiliate link. And you can find that affiliate link down there in the description. It's got a lot of calcium. Or was that a plastic lining? Something. Huh. It's breaking up. I think it's, yeah, kind of looks like plastic. It's hanging in the threads apparently. Screw it out of the threads. There we go. Clean brass, clean copper, and a piece of, well, that does have a little solder on it. And actually, this is my #2 copper right here. I just threw that piece in. That's clean, so it goes over in the tote. Yeah, this is just a brass craft. May have got it at Ace Hardware or Home Depot. Those, I'm not really sure where I picked it up. I've had it several years now. And this pipe here is square. So I don't know if that's going to roll out of there like it should or not. Yeah, probably not. Let me back it up, get out here where it's round and see what it'll do. And then the fun part's going to be trying to get the brass piece back that far. That doesn't seem to be wanting to do right. Okay, angle grinder time. So this one here even still has a piece in it, piece of brass in it. So get that brass out. If you're not real familiar with the angle grinder, I would suggest doing that in the vise. That way it doesn't get away from you. Yeah, that might take a little more work because I think that's soldered in, so I'm going to have to probably heat it up. Yeah, come on, get in there. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Be ready for it. Yeah, this is off that first load from Saturday on the last video. The guy's a plumber, so I gave him one of my cards, so hopefully I'll get repeat calls from him. I'm thinking I will. He was saying that in the past he's, I don't know if that's crimped on or not. But he was saying in the past he's taken hot water tanks, found it, and just dropped them off in the front yards of vacant houses. Because he knew the scrapper would come along and pick them up. So I'm hoping that now that he has my info, that he'll just give me a shout and I'll go over to his house or meet him over at his storage unit. That's where he had most of this copper, was in a storage unit. I believe we're brass all the way here to here, and probably this corner. Let me hit it with the angle grinder, make sure. Oh, that's copper. Brass. But for the most part, that's brass. And I'm going to see if I can cut about an inch off of here, number one, a couple inches. Yep. So that is number two. Okay, let's swing back over to the vise and I'll get some more cut up. Get out of the way so I can see where I'm going. guess I could try to get the bucket in view, or the tote. I usually use a bucket, but some of this has been flying too far, so. These are Harbor Freight cable cutters. And on that affiliate link, I also have this vise listed on there. So far, it's been a pretty good vise. I'm not sure what that is. Black, but I don't think it's paint. And if it's paint, they won't call it #1, so. Put the Brillo pad to it a little bit. Yeah, this will kind of give you a little workout here too, which I need the exercise. And I got pretty good exercise Saturday and Sunday, loading and unloading that load. That second load especially. Pretty wore out Saturday night. Let's see, I'll go ahead and cut this thing up. This is one that has a brass in the end, so I'll cut it down to that part. These two pieces, I don't know, they're pretty, I don't know if that's caked on dirt, almost looks like cement. Man, okay, I may have to do this one, so I may have to do this one with the grinder. Got a cheater bar on that thing. Put a pretty good piece of pipe, make a cheater. Feel it starts breaking. Put both hands on it. Whew. Man, it's time for a drink of water. I don't have too much of the big stuff left. Well, this piece here's got a lot of fittings on it. Yeah, this is probably about as exciting as watching grass grow. Just curious how much I'm going to have here at the end. Yeah, the guy was asking how much thought I had on that load. I told Mom maybe about $50 worth of copper. I think I've underestimated. Really 10 pounds of number 1 is 40. I'm sure I got over 15 pounds. I got this big old thing. I got 2 screws here in the back. It'll swing around. Trying to cut some of that background light out. I'm not sure what this bracket is. I'll have to check it out. Let's check these screws. They may be copper or brass themselves. That looks like brass. There's the magnet. Not sticking. Screws aren't sticking either, so I think it's all brass. Okay. I'm hoping I can get this out. I got some inline wrenches. I'll try to go get them and see if I can't break these loose with them. But get all this stuff here cut off and out of the way. I do have a couple more pieces of thicker stuff. What you doing, peanut butter? Huh? You good, kitty? Come on, you want to get on camera? Yeah, I think it's been a few weeks since you've been on camera, hasn't it? Yeah. Want to say hi to the people? Huh? Look up here. Look up here. There they are. Yeah. You good, kitty? Huh? You good boy? Okay. Yeah, I'm the one that feeds them, so they stick pretty close to me when I'm out here. Probably should. I'm just going to take the end grind. That'll be a lot faster. Chop this off. The other way is fine if you're just out here spending time in the shop, getting some workbench time. But since I'm doing a video, I need to kind of work it through a little quicker. I'll get those inline wrenches here in a little bit. We'll try that. Now, this one here probably needs to come off kind of smooth. One nice thing, this thing here, if it puts a lip on it, it goes inward, so then your brass fitting will still slide right off the tube. If you cut it, you're going to leave a burr, and then your fitting won't slide off. There's the fitting. I hope I was on camera when I was doing that. I got another fitting at this end, but I don't think it's going to make much difference because it's kinked in right there and it doesn't really want to slide back. So a couple ways you can do that. You can cut it off right there and then try to fight it out or whatever. Another easy way. I'll try to get over here on this side a little bit. That might be metal. Okay, I don't think you can see that right there. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to cut it on both sides and just try to split the nut. So there it is, 2 halves. Probably hot. So, okay, that one's ready to cut down. I'll lay it over there. This one will slide about a ½ inch or so, so I think I can use the pipe cutter. Another tube, another big piece. I got some brass on here again. If you look, we got copper here and brass here. So I'm going to try okay, it's turning, doing what it's supposed to do. Sometimes those things get so tight, almost like welding themselves on, and then the copper being a soft metal, they'll just round off. They'll just round off right around. We got a hot water tank out there that's doing that. Okay, and that's copper. Yeah. Sorry, peanut butter, didn't mean to step on you. Throw all this brass in there and get a kind of a weight that will probably take a couple ounces off when it's all done, said and done. By the time I get it cleaned up. Right now it's looking like 6 pounds. Just a hair over 6 pounds. So there should be a good 5.5 pounds of brass there when I get done. I'm not sure exactly what brass is bringing, but I think the last I heard was about 170 a pound. Okay, I still got that. I still got all the brass on this thing too. Okay, let's swing back over here. We'll cut up some more of this copper tubing. There, I can see. right at my feet. Makes it challenging sometimes. Yeah, there's a lot of work, but it's a hobby. Hey, how many hobbies can you actually go out there and make money? Most hobbies cost. Most hobbies aren't cheap. Bucket, that tote's getting kind of heavy. I'm really thinking on these couple pieces. That stuff is so thick on there. I'm thinking about just cutting that up for component number 2. I think that's just corrosion. I don't think it's paint. Hope not. It'd be nice to have one of those shears like old Bill has on there, Porterville. I can see why he's so poor. He's got all that money tied up in equipment. That man's got some equipment, I tell you. Almost there. I think what I'm going to do, because there's not much on that, because I still got this. Still got this piece. On another piece of brass. A pretty good chunk, bunch of brass out of that load. Try to do this thin stuff last. I figured the heavier stuff would wear me out. Probably half right. Okay, I think there's other couple pieces I'm going to try to use the angle grinder on. Trying to get to the one side of the bench so I don't get that background light. I'll work on that later, get that clamp off of there. I think I'm done with these for the moment. And there's two back up. I might as well hang them all up out here for right now. I'll get that. I'll put it up later. Okay. Not sure that was solder sticking way out there or what it was. Oh. Has to go up underneath the workbench, doesn't it? Okay, for giggles, let's see how much our number 2 weighs. I don't know if I can get the camera over here. Where you can see the scale or not. Looks like 3 pounds 10 ounces. Okay, so now put this Harbor Freight bucket on here. Zero that out. Any guesses? It's saying 23 pounds 2 ounces. Okay, so it's at say roughly $4 a pound. Say 20 pounds would be 80, 92, $92. So that wasn't bad. So we got, say, 92 there. £3 there, almost 4 pounds, 3.5. We'll say 3 pounds at $4, another 12, a little over $100 altogether. I can live with that. So now I got to finish cleaning up that brass. And that's not to mention the 5 hot water tanks I got and the riding mower. Sure would have been nice if I could have scored on that 0 turn though. But, you know, can't get them all, I guess. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't know if you if you learned anything. This cable cutters work pretty good for cutting up tubing, cutting up aluminum. A lot of the aluminum, I use this bandsaw right here and cut it down. Like I say, I don't like stuff sticking out of the barrel because it's just an accident waiting to happen. So I need to put the table plate on there, get that little piece off of there. Might make it a little easier to cut some of this aluminum up. But I need to get busy on that. I haven't even had time to check out these radiators yet to find out if they're aluminum or if they're copper brass. So, oh yeah, I still got these 2 pieces of copper here too that I'm going to call number 2. I'll stick them on the vise, or not on the vise, but on the scale. Try to zero it out. I'm going to hold them up. 3 pounds. Yeah, that's around 5. It bouncing, I think, 5 ounces. About 3 pounds of copper there. Another $10 or so, even at number 2. So, I guess I'll call it quits for this video. I'll go ahead and cut that number 2 up. I think that one will go in number 2. Couple pieces here. I don't really think it's paint. I think it's just corrosion. So I want to thank everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And I'm still not really done with this because I really haven't dug through that blue and green bucket, so there's probably more copper and brass in there. I think some copper here. I think that one's copper. And we got copper and brass, lead. So yeah, still got some goodies there. So I figure it's probably a good $200 load I picked up Saturday morning, and then probably another close to $200 load, $150 load that afternoon. So not bad for a day's work. Now I just got to get it all cleaned up. Got a few of these here too. They're pretty thin, pretty light, but hopefully it won't take. I guess if I showed you what I had, it would help. There are a few screws here, a little bit there, but they're pretty thin, pretty light. So just plenty to do. I may just throw that in my wintertime pile. Stuff to tear down this winter when I'm not out picking up stuff. Mainly summertime I try to run the ad and try to keep up with the calls, and in the wintertime when I scrap everything out, when I'm not really doing the calls. But I like to try to get out after I retire and try to do some street scrapping, which I could probably do it in the evening, but after working all day, I don't really want to get out there and run around. Probably should. But anyway, we'll see you guys later. This video is getting long, and we'll see you guys in the next video. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. I did, even though I spent most of the day unloading the truck and trailer. But hey, I still enjoyed it and doing my hobby. What can I say? We'll see you later. Bye-bye.